You'd be surprised what actually happens in an esports arena. It gets rowdy, it gets tense, and most of all, it gets weird.
Unit win, come on!
Or at least, that's what I think happens. I've never tried it myself. So naturally, as an esports fan that had never experienced such an event in person, with a little bit of internet clout, I reached out to Intel, begging them to give me access to the event. And somehow they said yes. So I told my friend Emil if he wanted to be my cameraman, he would get free beer, and off we went to IEM Krakow. But I literally knew nothing about what I had access to, and therefore I made a few challenges that I had to complete, or else I would have to give away this orb Asimov. And these were the 5 challenges. I had to interview a pro player, I had to interview 5 fans, witness 3 legendary plays,
And Simple sitting down!
and Furia had to win, as they were the only team I was supporting that was at the event, and a secret mission to make you love Intel more than you already do. Wait, I love Intel. Me too. Wait, also you? Intel? We love it. So I partnered up with Intel and Acer Predator, and they sponsored this trip so I could film in the arena. And at IEM Krakow, they had the Intel booth, which housed the official tournament PC, the Predator Orion 7000. It's powered by the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K, a Nvidia GeForce RTX 5090, and the Predator Cyclone X 360 cooling system. It's basically a gamer's dream. And at the Intel booth, you can play on the tournament PCs and get absolutely destroyed in the 10-mans they run between matches. Here you can win crazy prizes like this Boba Kurva patch. So if you want to play CS2 the way it's meant to be played, consider upgrading to the Predator Orion 7000 today. And thank you Intel and Acer Predator for sponsoring this video. We landed in Krakow on Thursday and quickly went to the arena to pick up our passes. And as we got there, we got some great news.
So we just learned that we get free beer with the guest pass. So we're going down to get the guest pass right now.
And nothing else really happened, so we went out drinking. And yes, this is Mac. He also does this, so don't be surprised. But day 2 would be where I would get baptized for my first CS2 event. I was super nervous as I've never tried interviewing people before, so bear with me with the mic, it was my first time using it. But still, I was curious about which teams people were rooting for and why they were actually at IEM Krakow.
What's your name?
Kent.
And you're from Norway?
Yes,
Would you consider yourself a diehard CS fan?
of course.
Who do you see winning today?
I don't have a team. I support everyone.
Who would you consider yourself a fan of, like team-wise?
I'm more a face.
FaZe? Maybe because of rain?
Yeah, of course.
really?
Yeah.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Bartek and I'm from Poland. I'm not very interested in esports, but
Okay.
I thought, well, maybe I will go to the Taran Arena. I am interested how G2 will play.
Do you want G2 to win the whole tournament?
I hope so.
What is your name and where are you from?
I'm David. I'm from England.
Come on, England!
Why are you in a chicken costume?
Because I'm promoting G2.
Do you think that G2 will win today?
Hell yeah, why wouldn't I?
Do you think that it's good that Hunter went through and Nico didn't?
Oh, brother, that's a tricky question. All I can say is I'm happy for Hunter. I feel a little for Nico, but at the end, G2 is the best team. So if you want to go through, you have to be with G2, you know?
All right, thank you, man.
Anytime, bro.
Thank you.
I'm literally asking a chicken a serious question. And as we were waiting around in the Intel tent, we were told we could go into the arena by Intel. And they told us we would get to walk on the stage. And I literally forgot to take my camera on stage as I was freaking out. Like, just take a look at me, I'm so hyped. And straight after this, we went to the Intel booth. And as I sat overlooking the arena, something hit me. The stage kind of looked like a peak.
What the hell, boy?
But the opening ceremony was starting, so we sprinted to the floor level, and it was truly breathtaking. After the great opening ceremony, we met the Brazilians, and they were ready. So why was a chicken actually rooting for G2, you might ask? I have absolutely no idea, but they surely could rile up a crowd. And after both quarterfinals, there wasn't much else to do. And as we're Danes, we naturally went out drinking again. But day 3 would get crazy. I still only had completed one challenge and time was running out. And oh boy, this day would make me fall in love with the esport. We started the day off running late to the event and we were late for the exclusive access to get on stage again. And this time I had to take the camera with me.
Face up, baby. Face up, baby.
Yes, I'm a FaZe fan. It sucks. But as the doors opened to the arena, it was clear. The fans were clearly more ready today. We had more people in costumes, with hats on, and even the most diabolic signs I've ever seen before. Plus, we had a banger semi-final queued up. Spirit versus Furia. And the crowd was going crazy. I spent a lot of time and money on these videos, so I'd really appreciate it if you just went down and subscribed to the channel. I had to ask them some questions to complete our challenge.
What's your name, man? And where are you from?
My name is Jonathan, and I'm from Norway.
Norway, nice. What made you a Spirit fan in the first place?
I was originally a FaZe fan.
Okay.
Rip Rain. So now it's Spirit. Donk.
Okay.
All for Donk.
So would you say Donk is better than Molodoy?
No. If the Donk is better than Molodoi.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Donk is the best.
Donk is the best player in the world?
No. Saiwo is number 1.
Okay.
Donk second.
Who do you think is going to be winning to this today?
Today, Spirit wins today.
So, what's your name and where are you from?
Alex, Shin Diesel, Brazilian Vin Diesel in China. So, yeah, I'm from Brazil.
Do you love Furia?
I love Furia, I love Fallen. Fallen's the one I always follow. So, I mean, they're doing so good lately. The past year's been amazing, and I hope to see them continue to play for as long as possible.
I was just asking some Spirit fans if Donk was better than Molodoy. What do you think?
I think Donk had his time. Now it's Molodoy's time. Let's go.
The second challenge was now completed, but time was running out. And as the Spirit vs Furia match went into overtime, I prayed for my first legendary play to finally show up. And let's just say, something crazy happened.
In that Molotov, will it be worth it as he's losing players in the site? Now getting pincered. Not easy for Molodoi. High stress, high pressure, and he's not going anywhere. Oh man, Molodoi, the savior of Furia.
Furia won to go into the grand finals, and as the match ended, I sprinted down backstage to maybe get an interview with one of the pros. And as Fallen walked by me, I had to try. Just take a single look at me and you can see that I'm freaking out. Come on, lock in.
Would you say your career is inspired by Kogu?
Yes, definitely. When I was young, like I had 15 years old, Kogu was already playing international tournaments with Brazil, going to Sweden for boot camps. He won the first Brazilian ESWC in 2006. So I watched a lot of Kogu. At some point I had to practice and play against him. And later on he went to do some other stuff in his life, and then I was able to pick it up from there. But yeah, Kogu was one of my biggest inspirations, definitely.
Thank you, man.
That's it?
Yeah.
I only asked bro one question and he couldn't believe it. But still, I had completed the third challenge. It was truly looking up for me and I was ready to hate watch the next quarterfinals with Vitality. But for some reason, the crowd hated Mouse more than Vitality.
Who are you cheering for instead of G2 now?
I mean, Vitality, they have Apex. He was G2 player in 2017.
So you are with Vitality fans now?
I mean, Mouse beat us. Apex played for G2. That's kind of obvious, isn't it? We kind of have to, you know. We have to be against Mouse.
Is it Mouse? Is it Vitality?
Saiwo was also popping off and made this insane play that I would qualify as a legendary play.
He's lost a rifle too. 3 on 3. You don't want to put an AK into the hands of Saiwu. Do so at your own peril.
And as Vitality won the match, I went backstage again, trying to sneak another interview with another pro. Literally just throwing Hail Marys, trying to get another interview. And I got lucky again, snatching Robs for an interview. And again, I was freaking out. Like, look at me.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
How do you stay motivated when you've won so much with so many different teams?
It's a hard question. I think it gets harder and harder after every win. I think the main motivation is just the strive to, be the best, whether it's individually, in the team, and as the team. The love for the game is always there. I think it will be less and less, when you turn yourself into a work. you will be more annoyed at smaller details and stuff like that. So just finding things to enjoy in the game still, and yeah, just trying to be the best. I think that's the main source of motivation. That you always have that competitive vibe in you, and yeah.
Considering how much you also win with the team, do you feel like you found the right place at Vitality?
For sure, I clicked very well in Vitality. I think the team needed a player like me, so on paper the move was quite obvious, and the result in hindsight, also quite obvious. They were already a really good team, so adding me, yeah, I'm just proud of the team and the work we've done, and the results are there.
And what you might not know about Counter-Strike events is that people make these signs saying some truly insane things. Please let me know which sign you like the most. This is my favorite one. Just take a look at this guy. He's holding a freaking sword made out of signs. Grand final day was here, but as I woke up, it hit me. I had 2 challenges left. We needed to have 1 more legendary play, and Furia had to win the grand finals. And I was ready to watch the rowdiness that grand final days typically has. The mayor came out with a trophy, and people were ready to watch the greatest grand final. And we truly watched the most insane comeback in the arena, and Molodoi would perform the last legendary play.
Different generations. Always ready to try and blow your mind, but Fallen with a heads-up play, push on through, shut down. Oh, Molodoi, that's lightning fast! Does he have another shot like that in him? The game now rests on Molodoi's shoulders! He doesn't Diamond under pressure!
Just look at the crowd's insane reaction to this play. That meant I was on track to not give you guys anything, and I was so hyped. And as the match went on, I couldn't help but notice that there was this fan going crazy after every Vitality win. So I had to find him to ask him a few questions.
What's your name and who are you rooting for?
My name's Zidane, I'm from Ukraine.
Why do you love Vitality so much?
Because the best team in the world, Zaivu, is master. I love this team. Please, guys, I need win. You need win, come on!
How do you react when people scream, fuck you Apex in the arena?
No, whoa, what? Fuck you Apex, no. He's best IGL, I see, please.
So he's a better IGL than Fallen?
Yes! What Fallen? Where Fallen? I don't see him.
What do you think the score will end?
Score in a match?
What will this final result be?
Nuke, easy, Vitality. And overpass, easy Vitality. I say, it's easy.
But then, my worst nightmare happened.
Slow and steady until it's not, and here comes the push. Zaiwu again continues to stand tall as he dominates. There is no stopping him.
As a Vitality hater, it hurt me so much watching them win another trophy. But still, it was a great event. And I'm super grateful for the opportunity that Intel gave me. And remember, if you see me at another event, get in the video and do some crazy stuff. And to enter the giveaway for the Orb Asimov, you simply have to like the video, subscribe, and write the next event you want to see me at. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.